travel's my passion. It always has been, even when I was working in corporate. I guess there's not a place in the world I wouldn't like to go and explore. You know, my first ever rafting trip was 12 days on the Zambezi River. So the next year I decided to do 8 days on the White Nile, first commercial descent, and we got stuck on the raft for the night. We couldn't make it to land. We got through the night, 12 of us on 2 rafts with a bunch of snakes and frogs and all sorts of stuff jumping in our boat. But you know, those are the things I love about travel. And that kind of says a lot about my personality. I'm about the journey. The destination is great, but I'm about the journey. Well, I was born in a little tiny place called Falkirk in Scotland, and when I was about 11 years old we moved to Aberdeen. My family life was with my brother and my sister and my parents. We spent a lot of time in the Highlands, hiking, fishing, going to lochs. So I grew up there, went to university in Aberdeen, studied law and had great plans to be a lawyer. After working for a year I decided that wasn't the career for me, so I moved to London, spent 18 years in London before meeting my husband Sean, who convinced me that it was a great idea at age 40 to move to the Pacific Northwest. I was jobless, I was friendless, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, but what I did love, I had a passion for whitewater rafting. And I saw this tiny advert in the Coeur d'Alene Press that said, seasonal job, come and work for us at Row Adventures, selling one-day rafting trips. And I thought, well, I can do that. I think the biggest surprise was that it was meant to be a 3-month job, but the day I started was the day that the Galapagos Unbound trip launched in the New York Times. And I arrived to total chaos in the office. It became my full-time job and became my life, and they became part of my family and are my family. And since then I've been on every river pretty much in Idaho, been to the Galapagos twice, Africa, Peru, been to Patagonia. So all the things I never dreamed I'd be able to do when I moved to the US have just become a way of life, and Row has made that possible. When you're working at Row, you're selling dreams. You're sharing your enthusiasm and passion for things that you love. You know, it's easy. You're helping people achieve their bucket list. Well, spend a lot of time with my husband and my dogs. That's my family. We both like to avoid trying to grow old, so we work out a lot and try and fight the aging process. Camping is our big passion. We have a travel trailer with air conditioning and a fridge and stuff like that, so you know, we've taken it a little bit away from the basics, but that's our favourite thing to do in the whole world. My parents never saw failure as an option, made me believe I could do anything I wanted to do. I get inspired by people I meet every day, and you know, people who make the most of their lives. My name is Morag and I'm your adventure consultant.